Mark Yates, then Plymouth at home. Mark, you were proud of your players in defeat on Saturday. You've just showed us some clips of some of the refereeing decisions, and the first time I've seen them I was at the races. I'm pretty shocked. You must be proud of the restraint your players showed as well.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's probably the word. I think we've been really hard done by certain decisions in the first half. You know, they are a really good side, and they'll win a lot of home games. They'll take a lot of people off, points off people at Valley Parade. I thought for 48 and a half minutes we stuck to our task manfully. Didn't get decisions. I think if we go 2-0 up, it's a completely different game. And you know, we've had a couple of very, very clear-cut decisions that have gone against us. You know, even the lad who scored the first two goals for them, you know, we debate whether he should have actually been on the park. But you know, we kept our dignity about us. We don't like losing, but you know, we accept it's part of the game. It just could have been so different.
Bearing in mind there's nothing wrong with the performance, you just have to sort of mark that one down to experience, or is there anything you can do in terms of talking to the league?
Oh no. I've already been on the phone to Dave Allinson at the referee department. Seems to be making a bit of a habit of it lately, but hopefully next week we've got a referee coming in. We want to be part of the scheme to try and improve things. We've volunteered our services, and hopefully a referee will come down and just give us an insight into some of the way they see things, the way decisions they make. You know, hopefully also our luck with the referees will change at the moment, and we might get something go for us rather than against us at the moment.
So it's just a case of having to move on to
we move on quick. I said it straight away. You know, I've just shown you the clips, that one or two clips that I think were relevant. You know, rather than me be berating a referee and you see it live on a Saturday, or in your case you didn't. But you know, John was there, James was there. And baffling how we've not got a second penalty at least. You know, and sometimes it don't go for you, and hopefully sooner or later that will. But if we just keep playing like we're playing, you know, we've got to move on quickly. The great thing about this week is we've got a game tomorrow night, a tough game against the Plymouth team who've just won the last 3 games, and it's going to be a really tough one. But you know, we can be pleased with how we've started, and hopefully there's still more to come.
And the good news, your captain's back as well. How important is that one for starters?
Yeah, it'll be good to have him back. Of course it will. You know, I think one of you asked me last week, you know, about Benno's suspension, and that was the game where you do want your captain. You know, particularly away at a tough team like that where they've got 2 excellent strikers. And I thought, as well as we defended, you know, you want everybody available, and unfortunately he wasn't. So he comes back into the reckoning tomorrow. I thought Keith's done well, but you know, we'll see.
Does Alan got to be more careful, if you like, because perhaps people might target him now?
No, I don't think so. I think it was a pure reaction to something that happened, but you know, it's not in his nature normally. You know, he's a team man. He sticks up for his teammates, sure, but it's the first time he's, you know, I step the mark's the wrong word, because all he did was confront the lads. You know, so listen, we seem to be moaning a little bit, and I don't want to do that. He comes back in. We've missed him, of course we have, but you know, that's what I think he's done a good job in his absence.
You've already said Plymouth have been improving. Is there a little bit more pressure on you now as well, that you've lost that unbeaten away record?
Not in my eyes, no. You know, it was always going to be a tough place to go. It would have been good to take 3 points, take a point. We haven't. We've got to quickly move on. Like I said before, the good thing is, you know, we've literally had 48 hours, and we're ready to get for another game, a tough one. But come tomorrow night, everyone will be ready and fully wound up.
I suppose it just needs the fans to be the same, and not to look at the paper and sort of just the 3-1 result at Bradford, and actually kind of know what happened from the day we did go there.
Yeah, I think that's the case. But like I said before, I think they're a good side, really good side. Really, they play to their strengths. They've got the big man Hansen and Wells lively off them. they're going to cause people problems. And like I say, for 48 and a half minutes, I couldn't see anything else other than us winning the game. We defended manfully, scored a goal, you know, from Jermaine's pace, attacking people. Could have had more. And then like a moment of madness from Sido. You know, he's been absolutely magnificent since we brought him to the club. Just had a little, don't quite know what he thought he was doing. But that changed the game, certainly changed the atmosphere at the place. And I felt, you know, unfortunately that cost us the game.
Guy Maggio scored twice for Plymouth. Well, I mean, he was here, not when you were, but he was here for a while. So, I mean, fans will know about him being a handful as someone who just sort of knows the level, I suppose.
We've played against him a couple of times. So, yeah, he scored at the weekend from a penalty spot. It's, like I say, they've had a good start themselves, Plymouth, so they'll come up here full of confidence, and you know, we've got to make sure that we're ready.
Are you any closer to securing the lone midfielder you've been chasing?
No, not at the moment, no.
Injuries? How's the squad?
Fine. We should have pretty much a clean bill of health. We're just checking on 1 or 2 this morning. But as we stand, just before training, I think we should be okay.
Finally, with the Kicking Out campaign so much in the news over the weekend, have you got to work out how you feel the best way this week with 2 home games is for Cheltenham Town to put out the message that racism has no place in football?
Yeah, of course we have, and we did that Saturday. You know, I'm a bit disappointed that a number of senior, high-profile black players in the Premier League have not supported the campaigns. You know, I think Kick It Out do a really good job. You know, someone said on the radio this morning something like a budget of just under £500,000, but they get the word across. I don't think there's any place for it in football. You know. I don't see it, but particularly in our country, I think 1 or 2 managers have come out and expressed their opinions, and I think we should all be behind the campaign and stick it together, because I don't think it needs any breakaway movement from players to go against what they've already got. I think everybody does a decent job. There's still plenty of hard work to be done on the matter, but you know, we'll be, as we did Saturday, we'll be back in the campaign wholeheartedly. My pleasure.
Okay, we have anyone watching?
You're not coming with any
no
hard questions like that, are you? Right, I wasn't expecting that one.
One minute, are you alright? Who's that?
Tomorrow night, you're going to have anyone watching the Cup replay, or are you going to be
concentrating
more on the 2 games?
Yeah, we will have, but that's just something we'd do anyway. You know, we'd do anyway. So we'll have someone there, no problem at all.
Yeah, you said you weren't desperate to get someone in because you're happy with the way the team are playing at the moment, but you're still confident of getting somebody in soon?
Yeah, like I say, we're looking, but it's got to be to better the team. You know, not just to come and sit on the bench. It's got to go to get in the team, and at the minute, it's just proven a little bit difficult on a matter just to get the players in that we want.
Yep. It must have been a difficult couple of weeks for Alan Bennett after what happens, but do you think he will come back?
That was a difficult couple of weeks for me, Neil, and the team, you know, without him. If he gets back in, I expect him to perform, and I know he will. He's been great since he's been at the football club, really good for us, and you know, what happened, 3-game ban, just it's part of life. He's got to get on with it, and we've had to do that without him. I don't think it's too great a deal, you know, made of it. I expressed my disapproval at the time, because as much as I want to see them backing each other, you know, ultimately it's cost him not having his services for 3 games, and there's a fine line. I think he didn't deserve what he got, the punishment he got for what he did, but you know, those are the rules and we have to abide by them.
Yeah, just on the referee, what sort of benefits do you think it can bring by having somebody in at training? How do you think that can help?
Just how they see certain things. I'd love to sit down with the referee and watch certain games, certain incidents in games, and just, we all see it differently. Everyone's got an opinion nowadays with you know, the radio, the phone-ins that we've got. Everyone's got an opinion, and I just like to understand from them. You know, you never get to do that. On Saturday, I would have loved to have been able to show him, you know, Jason's MacBook with the game on and the incidents, a couple of incidents I've just shown you, just so if he's still adamant that, you know, they're not penalties, then I know where they're coming from, or how he would see things, and I just think by having them around and them getting our perspective, hopefully we're able to chat, and you know, it'll be a good day next week. You know, we don't want to make too big a thing about it. It's not, you know, we're not trying not to criticise referees. You know, I'm on a touchline. I'm competitive, but I'm not abusive competitive. And I think if we just get a little bit clearer understanding, that's all that, you know, we're trying to get out of it, and hopefully, you know, that helps the referees as much as it helps us too.
Yeah, brilliant. Cheers.